I think in my last video I mentioned that I was almost done the Old Testament for my book and that I will likely be done by the end of the weekend or sometime during the beginning of next week. I forgot not just how few chapters the last few books of the Old Testament have. I think the average is like 3 or 4. The chapters themselves are very short, and I just finished them all today, sent them off to my publisher, and I'm waiting on word from them because while I want to continue on with the New Testament, I got a lot done rather quickly, and I'd like to hear some feedback from them in regards to what I'm doing wrong or improvements or whatever, and also gives them time to catch up for editing on their end so that I can approve and we can move on, because it appears they're still doing the fall release rush. That, or they really are working on my book and they're sending bunches, or it's just taking slower because I did something wrong. I don't know. They're demanding university grade literature, and I only have my grade 12. So it's been it's been a lesson of fire. But oh well, as I said, I am improving. We are no longer pursuing the old King James English because I was just way too much of a pain to edit. The official reason is to make it more more easy for the average reader to read. The unofficial reason is editing Old King James English is just a pain in the ass. So yeah, just send in today Jonah through Malachi. The Old Testament, on my end anyways, is done, and yeah. I've done the math. I am a little under 82.5% done the entire book. Possibly more, give or take. A little, my calculations of number of pages I've done versus how many are there, it was 82.48, blah blah blah. So, while I still am having doubts as to whether or not this will be ready for in time for this year, whether it be Christmas or the New Year, my publisher might surprise me and give me a list of books that they've done for me to approve. I'm not sure. As I said, I emailed my publisher saying, I've just completed the Old Testament. Do you want me to work on the New Testament, or should I wait for you to do your edits for my approval? Fancy way of saying I want to hear word from you. What do you want me to do now? Old Testament's done. The New Testament is less than 20% of the entire book. on my end, anyways, I may very well have this done by the end of October. Especially considering, the Gospels and Acts they're not nearly as meaty as any of the meaty books in the Old Testament are, I think under 25 or 30 chapters each. And John is significantly short, but that's because John is a kind of a what's the fuck book in regards to my book, because, well, I did something very different with it, and I'm not sure if I should keep it or redo it. Like, I don't know, just make John read the other Gospels the same shit. Like, when I originally wanted to do this, I was tempted to just do Matthew, then for Mark, read Matthew, and for the rest of the Gospels, just go read Matthew, read Matthew, read Matthew. But I did different takes with the Gospels. And John is pretty much a science fiction take of the Gospels, where Jesus was an alien probe sent to either study or convert the people of the earth away from religion, and it ended up backfiring. It's almost like a Star Trek thing, and it's all manners of what the fuck. A big-lipped alligator moment, which is, I don't even know if that reference is known anymore. I only just remembered it because my sister told me said it was a big-lipped alligator movement so many years ago when I was actually writing John in this style, which was well over 6 to 8 years ago. For some reason I remember that, but it's true. I don't know if I should keep it, scrap it, redo it. I'm not sure. Anyways. Well, hoping to hear back from my publisher once they've been, when I've sent some questions, they've been quite quick to respond. So I might get a response from the chief editor by the end of today or the end of the weekend. But I sent in a lot these past few days, especially today. I sent in Jonah through Malachi. That's, I think, well over half a dozen extremely small books. Yeah, you probably won't read them all. Or read the emails. Anyways, I'll get the attachments for sure, but you probably won't read the emails I send, I'm not sure. Don't know what to do now, because I want to continue with the New Testament just to get this over with, but I also want a critique to know where to improve in regards to my editing, because we completely switched styles from Old King English to more modern English. I want a critique. I want criticism. I need criticism to improve my technique. Oh well. Chances are they'll likely tell me to continue, because whenever I've been sending, what should I stop or should I continue, they were always, pretty much going, no, they weren't, now, scrap that, I was, pretty much they've been telling me, please send more, please send more, please send more, without me asking, do you want me to stop or send more? Never mind. So they probably want me to work on the New Testament, but I want to let them catch up, so that we can work on a more even basis, because I need them to send in 1 Samuel up to Malachi. That's over 2/3 of the Old Testament. Now, it'll get easier once they reach the once they get past Ezekiel. The books get significantly shorter, but you know. He'll still have a lot of meaty books to edit through, and me, I'm at the breathing point now because the New Testament is like not that long. The books don't have that many chapters. And after his Gospels, Romans, and I think Acts, it's all like just short. Like a few chapters, or 1 or 2 chapters, a few verses. I might even get it done if I wanted to by the end of September. Though that's unlikely. Definitely, if I wanted to, or if I thought I should, early to mid next month, early to mid October. Because Revelations is probably the meatiest, and Revelations is a blast. I just pretty much made it into a giant mushroom or acid trip. And I just want to hear from my publisher for confidence in them. Because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're working on the fall releases or if they started working on what I've been sending them. I don't know what's going on, but they said it might be ready by the end of the year, and well, I want to know if they're enthusiastic or what. They seem enthusiastic about my work. A bit too enthusiastic. But that is to my benefit. Anyways, Old Testament, on my end, complete. On my publisher's end, not. Now to know what to do, and actually, you know what, I am going to probably continue with the New Testament just to give me something to do. My phone is dead, so I can't, by no means, there's no point in me looking for no employment. If Karma Candy was calling me back to work, I wouldn't know. Virgin screwed me over. I'm switching to a different company. But yeah. If I can't work for a paycheck now, I will work on my book. Gives me a reason to wake up in the morning. It's pretty much the first thing I do anyways. I feel like I am being way too negative in this video because I honestly don't feel negative. I feel anticipation and the like, which is seeming to be negative, but it's not. I'm saying I want to hear back from my publisher. What do they want me to do? Well, I'm not saying that, for me, this isn't a negative thing, even though it's coming off negative. It's just anticipation. And I don't really like anticipation. When I was a kid, I did not like Christmas because I don't like surprises. I don't like waiting for things. And it's even more anticipating now because I don't have a specific date where, it's birthdays when I was a kid, Christmas, what have you. You knew when the day was. For this, I don't. And it makes the anticipation all the more heightened. But I am feeling quite positive. As I said, depending on what I hear back from my on my publisher, I may actually get this out by the new year. Anyways, my landlord is calling me. I'm done rambling. Thanks for listening. I feel quite accomplished. Take care, everybody, and bye.